I used to play high school ball. I don't do that anymore. I was good. I could have made it to the pros.
Oh, listen, like I still train, I just don't participate in any formal matches anymore.
It's just a rec league with your wife.
No, no, man, no. I don't argue with her the way that I want to argue with people. She doesn't stand for that. There's no way.
I thought you were going to say she doesn't stand a chance. Hello and welcome to The Answers of Lemon, the smartest icebreakers from the dumbest dudes. Do you want to make new friends at the next convention that you're at? Whether it's anime, card games, a third thing, fourth thing is video games, fifth things would probably be a work experience. Well, you can break the ice and kill the tension with a weird question from your friends at the Answers of Lemon podcast, showing you how it's done is your God of Odd, Connor.
Yeah, mostly I'm just thinking about killing the ice and breaking the tension. You can definitely break the tension or kill the tension. I don't think you can kill the ice.
No, you kill it like how you kill your drink. You just eat the rest of it. No ice for anybody else at that convention.
Yeah, and that would spark conversation about you, not with you, I think, except for phrases that begin with "sir" and end with things like "you're making a scene."
Or you just really prove your worth to that one person who is going to be ride or die with you for the rest of their existence.
Yeah, the sidekick who's just been waiting for the Ice Master to appear.
I have sensitive teeth. Show me your ways, master.
Eating ice is one of the ways that I would want to sell people on weight loss techniques, because you got to heat that part of you back up after you put ice inside of your body, and you're hydrating, you're burning calories. I feel like maybe that could be the next big thing if it wasn't such a waste of energy electrically.
Yeah, I'm gonna be straight with you. At least that's better than, hey, put poisons into your body, which is what most weight loss companies do. When they're telling you to ingest things.
Yeah, at least harmless. I don't think there are any negative side effects as long as you're not chewing the ice. But really, when has that ever stopped anybody?
No, I don't. I'm not an ice chewer, and even I chew ice.
It's that.
But anyway,
and I want to sell blood donation as a weight loss technique.
I think you're just doing a marketing scheme for vampires at this point.
Well, but yes, but also there are people, in addition to the vampires out there, there are people who get into accidents and do need blood. And blood is made of things that your body constructs, out of amino acids and fats and things, I'm sure, right? Your food eventually becomes your blood, so it's got to take some calories to replenish it all, right? I feel like that's a win-win. Even it very much like ice. Even if it doesn't hurt you, you're still doing a good thing in the world.
Look at how it's done, folks. That's your God of Odd, Connor. And I am your humble host, Evan, who actually attended a conference or convention and did some weird questions out with folks. So just want to say, if you are one of the listeners from the Gone Broke Con, thank you. It was awesome getting to meet you. Genuinely had a great time getting to just jaw with everybody and hear all their weird answers. It was a really cool time. So you're awesome. I can't give enough shout outs to everybody that I met. From Shane to Cool Beans Crochet to Milano Inc. And everyone in between. I've got. Check out our social media. I shouted out a bunch of people on there because it was so freaking cool. And just to show you, Connor, and our two listeners, these weird questions work in the wild. Artistic Whiskers. They had a great time with the questions. So it's just, hey, it works. You gotta gotta just have a good time. But more importantly,
Oh, hang
is
on.
the
Actually,
is
before you move on, maybe not
what?
more importantly, this is the portion of the show where we talk about favorite answers from the questions we've been asking of the ether.
I mean, it's only my job that I was segueing into exactly that, and you cut me off for a
Oh,
worse segue.
oh. Well,
So
I'm
you may
so
as well
used
take it first, then, bud.
I'm so used to more importantly meaning uh how have you been? Because that's the most important question.
It is, but
There
this
are
isn't a
layers of
question.
importance I'm seeing.
We've got a very focused podcast.
Well, I was
Despite
thinking
all of the that's happening right now, we're very focused.
you've done so much good diplomacy out in the world. I feel like we should
No.
showcase the
No,
real life
you cut
answers
me
that
off.
you've
You
gotten.
first. You first.
I cut you off to say you do it instead of me.
No, fuck you. I'm gonna sit
Aw,
here
man.
and we can listen to the silence. You wanted to bring this up? Now you gotta pay the piper, baby. You should have had this prepared. I've got my stuff written in front of me because I'm a professional, and I'm still not gonna do it to show you what it's like.
Yeah, so my top answer, I want to swing it back around to the dinosaur responses that I got on Reddit because
Okay.
for two reasons. One, because they agreed with us. This is Fresh Prince 7 said ideally something that won't kill me at night. So some kind of
That's a good one.
herbivore, like an ankylosaurus, which was initial my first thought because that's my very favorite dinosaur.
I thought it was pronounced Ankylosaurus.
Could be. Could be.
I'm just curious. It's the damn Arceus Arceus third thing. Gonna have to put another poll on the internet. But they're going with
Spelling wise, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say ankylosaurus, but I'm not going to insist on anything. But the second reason that I really like this answer, not just because they also think carnivore, maybe not the smartest idea. Someone responded, "I'm thinking of all the broken ankles and knees." And Fresh Prince 7 added, "Yeah, we'd have to pad the tail with foam or something." And just seeing a little ankylosaurus with a safety tail going around all over the place, like softly whapping against things, and that way that
Yep.
like foam colliding makes that soft compression sound.
That's very good. I like that a lot.
Just a beautiful image.
It makes me think of like a Stegosaurus, but with like instead of on the tail, just on the back. It's just like encased in those like toddler safe, can't open the door plastic housings.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that very much. That's very good. Thank you, Fresh Prince 7. Appreciate you.
All right, what do you got
I will
from
actually
your trip to the wilds?
Yeah, seeing as we had the pleasure of getting to meet some people in person, I want to give a shout out to all answers were great. No qualifying questions. All answers are valid. But there was one that stuck with me deeper and more than any other one. And that was from Kevin from Pack Fresh Collects. You can find him on Instagram. He's a Pokemon card seller. He got asked, "What's in your dragon horde?" And his response was different types of dragons and then the food for them. Like he's not like amassing a horde of things as a dragon. He is amassing a horde of dragons and then will be taking over all of existence as we know it. So if you want to get in his good graces, I recommend following him on Instagram and giving him money. I did, and I got a Wingull Pokemon card because it was pretty, and I love Wingull. Looks like this, Connor.
Ooh, holographic.
Yeah.
I like that.
So.
I did not know you were a Wingull guy.
Yeah, no, I tend to have a Wingull in most of the ROM hacks I play. He is named oh, what is it? Oh, it's Mistral. It's always Mistral. I was just blanking on it. So sorry, you're going to say something about Kevin's wonderful answer.
Yeah, having the security of not just having the dragons, but also a steady supply of food for them in addition, like in the backup horde on that like lower level of horde. Very, very forward thinking. Got to make sure that you've got them well satisfied because that kind of a horde could turn around really quick.
It is my favorite type of answer we get to our questions, which is an answer from a perspective that I couldn't think of.
Hmm.
Like I know I'm very roundabout in this, but like I asked the question, like I wrote this question, so like I know I'm thinking of okay, like in a bunch of things that a dragon has, but a horde can also just be a group of things, and a thing is also a dragon. So it's just I love the thought process. I love the way that it went. Like, no, I am not a dragon. I am the master of dragons. So good. It's so good.
Yeah, always a good strategy to parlay having a whole army into your answer to these questions.
Right? So if you want to get in on the Weird Question Wednesday fun, we reach out every Wednesday on social media. Find us, tell us your answers, and you'll get a little shout out on the podcast, maybe if we're a big little fan of you. But here's the secret. We're big little fans of every answer. We just can only highlight a few. Otherwise, this podcast would be too long. Oh, shit. Connor, where can they find us? What's our handle?
The answer is a lemon, or at the answer is a lemon.
Boom. Find us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, BlueSky. BlueSky's TikTok alternative, weird Morse code messaging apps. We're at all of them, man. You just got to know where to look.
And you got to know Morse code.
I sure don't, man. I wonder what I'm saying on there.
You
But
get points for trying.
what we're saying now, is our most important first question of the day, Connor. How have you been, my friend? I feel like it's been ages since we've talked in real
Oh,
life, not just fiction life.
yeah, I have been bushed. It turns out uh, fixing up a home when you don't have that skill set, very tiring.
Yeah. So sorry. I know the saying is of jack of all trades is better is less than a master of what the fuck is it?
Jack of
What is
all
the
trades, master of none, but better than a master of one.
Oh yeah, yes. So what's it like being a step down from the jack of all trades and being the jack of no trades and still doing all the trades anyway?
Yeah, especially trades in particular,
Yeah,
because there are so many tradespeople who should
that
be
was the
jumping in
word.
on this. Yeah,
Chose that specific.
yeah, man, it's a lot. Like it's a lot of learning, which is exhausting, but also a lot of figuring things out because I don't have all the tools. I don't have a whole team of people, so I got to like jerry rig and rethink things through and like cut corners and then like triple my work because I cut the wrong corner and yeah, it's tiring. And then like I went into painting mode for like 6 straight days
Yep.
and got gradually better at it. Now I don't have any more painting to do, so I have to just put that all aside and get back into like electrical work again. it's uh
May I, sorry.
it's tough.
May I recommend The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross? Now that you've unlocked this part of you?
I don't think that that is the kind of painting that Bob Ross speaks to, but I would love it if there was some like behind the scenes unreleased footage that out there of Bob Ross just like grabbing a paint roller and being like, and this one's gonna we're gonna make this a happy blue. Still going, still blue. All right. And
Well,
this all right, we gotta fill that roll back up. It's still a happy little blue.
so if I've actually watched a fair amount of The Joy of Painting, and early on he would actually show you how to prep your canvas with the magic white, as he would always call the paint. It was just like a very thinned out white, because he used oils, uh, and it would just be him just going across the whole canvas, getting an even thick layer of magic white for him to then do all his other jazz on. It's really neat. It's a really nice time. I highly recommend it to anybody who wants to watch a man paint.
Hmm. Maybe he's got a brother out there who does not so much canvas as much as walls and ceilings. Maybe he's got like a side project, maybe not with the same level of success that I could check out.
Maybe. Fingers crossed for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But other than
But in all the exhaustion,
yes.
I did find time to take on the closest thing to a literal side quest I've ever encountered in my life.
Oh, please go on. What?
I was biking home. It's not all that far, and I
Yep.
saw a package on the side of the road, and thought like, well, that could be my package now. Maybe that's for me. But then I checked it out, and it hadn't been opened, and it had someone's address on it and someone's name, and the address was like, another 5 minutes out of my way. So
Yep.
I just like stopped my life and became a delivery boy for a few minutes.
That's nice of you.
Yeah, it was so strange. Uh, like, yeah, it felt like my little act of random kindness for the day, but it also just seemed like such a clear-cut goal that
Yep.
began and ended, and like there was just no obstacles. It was just, would you like to put 10 minutes into this? And then it
Right.
will be done completely. As long as nobody saw me pedaling with like this package between my arms on a bike, like looking extremely guilty. Like I think that's probably the look of porch pirates everywhere, is somebody
Right.
running around on a bike with just a random package. That's just not how you deliver things. It is how you steal things.
I feel like porch pirates would use cars now. But like I gotta ask, how'd you like what did you notice? Like how'd you notice this box? Like was it the golden aura around it or the big exclamation point just bouncing up and down above it? Like what cued you off?
It was a musical tone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, just a quick little musical sting of intrigue, sort of. Well, maybe you're interested.
You noticed that your body just like your head moved towards it. You're like, "Oh, I should go inspect that."
Yeah, watching from the floating camera 3 feet above and behind my head.
I mean, it only comes out when you get into bike mode. Oh, cool. Did you just leave it on their porch? Did you like actually be like, "Hey, I'm not a strange man. I found this."
Yeah, I rang the doorbell, but it turns out that they didn't have the budget to fully animate a whole character or like put the dialogue in, so nobody came to the door.
You just got that. You got like the little extra boost of stamina that was doing a nice thing. I
Yeah,
feel good
yeah.
about myself now. Nice. The
Yeah,
closest the closest I got to doing that was helping a lady put $300 worth of baked goods into her car.
nice. Nice. Also a very clear cut, easy little, let me just do something nice for a person thing.
Yeah. Hey, we're all people at the end of the day, ain't we?
I suppose.
I suppose. Is
So
it my
how
turn?
have you
Do
been?
you have more stuff?
No, that
Me,
kind of
I've
covers
been
it. Yeah, what's up with you?
dog. I've been bad. I too have been tired. I've noticed that like a week went by and I didn't notice it because we didn't have a car because our car broke down. Our second car broke down in the second month. So 2 cars in 2 months. Bad time. Bad time.
Bad streak.
So so that sucked.
Yeah,
And
what
just
happened
like
with car number two?
engine. The mechanic said nothing's wrong with it. We're like, we don't fucking trust that. So we ended up buying a 2018. What the hell is it? Camry, hybrid
Wait,
Camry.
so like it wouldn't start, or like it stopped when you were driving and you brought it to a mechanic and they said, this car is great. We
Yeah,
don't need
no.
to do
So
anything to it.
So yeah, what happened was I was supposed to have a nice day off to myself. Leah was at school, 2 hours away, and then when her class got out, I got a phone call that said, "Hey, Evan, I turned on the car and it says engine fault, service now. Can you come pick me up?" So I did. I drove 2 hours out of my way, picked her up, and then the next day we're borrowing my sister's car. She drops me off at the convention to go see all the lovely people that I got to meet, while she and her dad figured out the car. Ended up bringing it to a mechanic. Was supposed to see it the next day. Didn't see it till Thursday. Was like, "There's nothing wrong." And Leah's like, "This feels like garbage to drive. I do not trust this." So
Huh.
we just said fuck it. Um, so yeah, there's some good and the bad. Yeah, so good. Car, meeting all the cool peeps at Gone Broke Con. Cons, everything else. Also, apparently. Get it? Because it's your name. You're Connor. Boom.
Oh, sorry.
Humor.
I was too busy thinking of my way through the confusion of pros went to a con, cons everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, by all
Yeah.
rights, you going to a con needs to go in the con category.
No, but it was fucking awesome. Everybody was so damn cool. um, yeah, no, I feel like I had more to say about how I've been, but like right now, it's just I like it. You can see the bags under my eyes. I'm just beat. I too am beat. But I got this. This is Cajun Spice. It's a little crochet chicken I got from Cool Beans Crochet
That's
because
delightful.
she was an absolute sweetie and wouldn't let me pay her. My favorite part about this is I brought it home, showed it to Leah, and she said, I know exactly what yarn she uses.
Hmm, that is
So
adorable.
that's. Oh, shit. The other good thing. I played guitar for the first time in. How long, Connor? I don't even know.
Beats me, man. Aside from the cigar box guitar,
Correct. Yeah, no, I
so
just.
cigarless box guitar.
I think they call those guitars.
Oh, they might, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Okay,
So yeah, that just felt good to do something musically inclined for the first time in ages.
nice.
So that was literally yesterday. Time, man. Time.
Time.
Speaking of
Yep.
time, I think it's time we just get into it.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, not so beat that we can't enjoy some weird questions.
Yeah, it's the fun part of our job. This isn't a job. We don't get paid. Number 80. You've been inducted into the Human Being Hall of Fame. What for? I've got mine. I've got mine.
All right, Human
I
Being Hall of Fame.
am the most consistent grilled cheese maker on the face of this earth.
Really?
You want a pretty all right grilled cheese, you will get that from me every time. Whether you want just like a regular one, whether you want some tomato in it, you want a little extra butter, like I will figure that out and I will deliver you a nice lunch.
Extremely precise, huh?
I make a lot of grilled cheeses and they all come out good.
What's your technique? What's the secret?
You got to go with the gut.
you don't
I
you
don't
don't have
know.
a technique, you just have expertise.
I just once you put in your 10,000 hours, Connor, you stop thinking about the process and you just go by muscle memory and feel.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. And what's your go-to grilled cheese order?
Oh,
Are you like a straight up white cheese?
changes every day for me.
Okay.
Leah is the same. She is white bread, butter, 2 slices of cheese. Anything with in a grilled cheese, it is no longer grilled cheese. It is a melt. And I don't necessarily agree with that, but I'm not here to argue. I'm here to cook toasted sandwiches.
So you throw a little tomato in there. She calls that a tomato melt?
Probably. I've
Huh.
never done that for her because she's like, I don't fucking want it.
Conceptually, she does she not like tomato? I'm very confused. Does she just not like melts?
Dude, I think the closest to a melt that she eats is a turkey club. But no.
A
So
hot turkey
I
club?
no cold.
Wow, that isn't
I think
very
that's just
close
a
to a melt
sandwich
at
at that
all.
point.
That's
I
just a
fucking
sandwich,
dude,
man.
I don't know. So yeah, so I make Leah grilled cheeses, and then I make myself grilled cheeses that sometimes has stuff in them.
Okay, all right. Are
Uh,
you a butter the bread, or are you on the mayo train for your bread?
I'm not. I'm not. I'm a butter boy. But that's because I'm too lazy to butter my bread unless it's hot out so the butter is melted because I leave it on the counter like a normal person. I
Hmm.
don't know how people live with their butter in the fridge. It's like, that's too cold. I'm not going to fucking nuke it every time. No,
Unmanageable.
I'm just going to
You
leave it on the
can't.
counter. That thing's, it's just oil anyway. We live in America. There's no butter in it.
Yeah.
It's all oil. So,
Like you're supposed to incubate it like some sort of butter chicken for 10 minutes before you're going to use it. That doesn't make sense.
I have never once remembered to take the egg out before I'm baking. I'm throwing that fucker in cold. But yeah, no. So I'm out of sheer laziness. I just take a cut of butter and then I throw it into the pan and then mop up the butter with the bread.
Man, I actually have never been able to make that work. I don't know why it doesn't work. Because it's like a pool of butter in the shape of whatever bread. I draw it. I draw the shape of the sandwich with the butter, and then I put the bread on top of it, and then somehow there's only butter around the edges and nothing in the middle.
So I used to have that experience too, Connor. You know what changed?
What?
Practice. I got no answers. I just have experiences.
I used to have that problem. Oh well, don't anymore.
No,
Okay.
but like thinking about it, it just stopped happening. I don't know. Fuck. But
Eventually,
no,
eventually the butter just trusted you enough. You formed the right relationship with the hot melty butter.
I guess. But no, to answer your previous question, my go-to grilled cheese, it does change all the time, but I'm a really big fan of just like a regular cheese, grilled cheese. I'll do one slice of American, then I'll do whatever shredded cheese we have on hand, and that way they melt together because of the citric acid in it, so it gets that nice goo.
Mm.
But my favorite thing to do is then add some everything seasoning, or I've got this spice mix. It is chives, shallots, pepper, garlic, red pepper. It's so good. It like if you like onions and garlic, it is your shit. I'll
I
sprinkle
do
that
like
in
those
there,
things.
so I get that nice little like you get a little pop of flavor amidst the cheese when you're biting into it.
Mm.
I don't fuck with the outside of the bread because I tried. It doesn't do anything. But yeah, I'm a consistent grilled cheese boy. You want a pretty all right one? I got you.
All right. In addition to my butter struggles, which I no longer have because I usually just use mayo instead. It's just way spreadable, and I keep my house cold during the winter for weight loss purposes. Not really. Mostly
No,
just
because you're
out of
poor.
cheapness. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've
so
met
that
you.
like my butter don't spread from November to March. That's just how
Got
it goes.
cut it, throw it in the pan. Cut it, throw it in the pan.
If only, if only. Well, so my I've got a like probably 30% chance of burning the bread also, and there's just nothing I can do about it. But I do want to share some words of wisdom. My
Yeah,
uncle
please.
Mark shared with me once when he burnt some I might have been literally grilled cheese that he just started scraping it off and said, that's a good thing about burning them. Now you can make it as dark as you want. You just stop scraping, and it's perfect. And if it's still too dark, keep scraping.
While I don't agree with Uncle Mark, I appreciate his candor.
Yeah, yeah. I also have just gotten really used to eating burnt things. That's what happens when you cook for yourself, and you're me.
I I I don't burn a lot of stuff, but when I burn it, I do eat it. So, but is that what you're in the Human Hall of Fame for, Connor? Most burnt things eaten?
Absolutely not. No. I'm in the Human Hall of Fame for most willing to argue for the longest period of time about anything. There's nothing I won't argue about. There's no one I won't argue with, and I have unlimited stamina for argument.
You really do. Hold on, I gotta write this down right. Most willingness to argue with anyone over anything for as long as physically possible, if not longer.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, I know you. I know you. Like I know we've talked about stuff like this on the podcast before, and like this like defeats our purpose because like this conversation is not from this conversation starts because I've known you for fucking 20 years at this point. I don't know, how old are we? It's getting way too scary close. But yeah, like there's sometimes on this podcast where I'm just like, how the fuck are we friends? And it's like that's one of the times because like we talked about, you are a hot like a hotter under the collar young man. Like I had more verve myself. We argued a lot more. How the fuck did I not just be like, I'm so sick of this guy? And I say
I
this
think our
with love.
standards. Oh no, I hear you. I hear you. I think our standards were lower when we were teenagers because we had to, like we wanted to be friends with teenagers, and it's just not that easy to find a teenager who's like really top notch because we're all still working on it. We're all still like getting the hard edges out of our personalities. I think that's probably it. I think we just our standards were lower.
And you kept your arguing capacity like a shining, brilliant unicorn horn of sharpness on the top of your face.
I absolutely have, but mostly I'm in retirement. I don't argue that much.
Oh yeah, I used to play high school ball. I don't do that anymore. I was good. I could have made it to the pros.
Oh, listen, like I still train, I just don't participate in any formal matches anymore.
It's just a rec league with your wife.
No, no, man, no. I don't argue with her the way that I want to argue with people. She doesn't stand for that. There's no way.
I thought you were gonna say she doesn't stand a chance. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna put her in the
No.
ground where she belongs.
No, because it's not
I want to
arguing
challenge
important
Evan.
arguments, right? Like we have like meaningful discussions to like reach joint decisions. And that's not what I'm talking about. When I say I'm willing to argue anything with anybody for any length of time, I'm talking about like, is a sandwich, is a hot dog a sandwich? Like that kind of thing. Like I could have, and stopped myself. I could have spent probably 20 minutes thoroughly interrogating you about Leah's grilled cheese preferences to sort out every possible aspect and like nail every inconsistency, and it's just not worth it for anybody
Oh yeah,
except for
no.
me.
I watched that pass you. Like you were starting to, and I watched the fucking like your brain slam on its own brakes through your eyes of like. And here's the thing. I think this is why we're friends, because I'm supportive of you in doing this, but I just fuck off when you start doing that.
Yeah, eventually I noticed that people did that.
Ha! Yeah, like it's fine, but it's like, or like when Moynihan starts going off on politics, it's just like, boy, I'm glad there's more people in this conversation because I'm going on my phone and looking at memes.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is my human Hall of Fame status. It is
I like it.
something I have learned to inhibit, but the hunger remains. The willingness, the stamina, it's all still there.
You are game ready. You put me in coach whenever. You just
Yeah.
you just need the opportunity.
Thank God I don't run into people like me very often because like a beta fish, I would just like instantly latch on and we would like go in endless combat arguing over some ridiculous thing.
Wonderful. I do have to know your thought though. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
A hot dog is not a sandwich, but I've developed a very complicated sense of like sandwich branching in like a family tree of food construction.
Like the
That
evolution of man kind of like picture of sandwich.
kind of like that, but think like sandwich as a broad category does encompass hot dog. But then there is sandwich, like true sandwich in my mind is how I would taxonomize it. The true sandwich is two pieces of bread with stuff in between it. The hot dog is a like sandwich, but that would also include things like burritos and beef Wellington. That's like the broad sandwich family.
You're a nightmare. So, amusingly enough, one of our questions came up in real life, which was, "What is something you don't give a shit about?" And my answer is this, like this kind of classification of food. I don't care as long as it tastes good. I'm gonna go fucking eat it. Shut up.
Yeah, but hey, listen, man. Fair, fair. Yeah, that's maturity on my side is that I can recognize I have a different set of priorities. And it's fun for me to think about sandwiches in a way that is just not fun for other people.
I am genuinely happy for you that you have this. I don't I don't know a single person. Like, I know very many argumentative people. I know many people who think and actually can do well in this type of arena. No one's fucking got you, man. Like, you are not the final boss. You are the hidden character that you gotta, like, unlock crazy shit for.
The Sephiroth of nonsense arguments. Yeah, I'll take it.
Have you beaten Final Fantasy VII?
Personally, no. No, I have
Then I
not.
will not spoil it for you. Instead, I will go on to question number 6. This is an old one, which always just gets my heart thumping a little harder because I get nervous. I didn't have standards in my past life. Now I do. I'm a podcast man.
We've developed. You're coming up with more creative questions. Like you've got a style. Like there's a distinctive sort of vibe to the questions that you come up with nowadays. That was not there
No.
in ancient times.
Yeah, I think we can tell between, like, me, you, and Leah, who is our third fucking sung hero who makes the best questions for this damn podcast. But number 6, an old one, what punctuation mark represents you?
Whoa. All right, I'm trying not to look at my keyboard because I think it's going to skew my answer.
I had a gut reaction to this, and I don't know
Where,
how I feel about it.
oh, well, follow it. Follow that train.
No, not so much the answer, but that I had a gut response to. What punctuation are you? It's like, I'm an M dash, of course, but, like, fucking why? Why is that what jumped? Why do I feel so strongly about M dashes and myself in the representation of? But it's an M dash because it's kind
Can
of
you
like.
can you describe the M dash for the listeners and for me also, please?
Yeah, an M dash is an N dash, but twice as long.
Oh, great. Oh, thanks. Hey, I've got a related request. Could you describe an N dash for me?
You know when you hit the hyphen twice and then you hit space and then Word makes it go.
Yes,
That's an N dash.
that's an N dash.
Yeah,
And an M dash is twice as long. That's quite the dash.
Yeah, it's a very noticeable one. But if you press Alt 0 on your if you press Alt and then on your numpad 0151, you get your M dash.
Well, now I know.
I am a professional writer. I need to know these things. This is information that I have in my brain because of my job, and M dashes are important. But fun fact, for kids now, since people only write anything on their phones now, if, like, a kid sees another kid using an M dash, they know that ChatGPT wrote it for them. Because there's no, like, easy way to make it. Usually people just do 2 hyphens.
Huh.
So, fun fact.
What is the use of an M dash?
So an
Maybe
M dash,
maybe if we can get to the bottom of this, we can figure out why it represents you.
okay, so for me, an M dash is it's kind of like a quieter exclamation point, because I think an exclamation point, if I were more energetic, would be more suited of me. But, like, appearance wise, like, actual like body energy wise, I'm pretty toned down. Unless I get like really passionate about something that I want to point out or like kind of go off on. And M dashes are often used to like emphasize what follows after it. So usually I'm emphasizing something, but like it doesn't have the same kind of like, ha, I'm here in your face that an exclamation point uses. It's not as ready to go as one is. Whereas this is like, hey, there's like this little bit of information that's about to come your way and it's important, and I'm going to point it out specifically. And that's how I feel about my anime girls and my video games, and my automatic gets mentioned in the podcast yet again. All those circumstances. So I think that really suits me, and it's also going out of style and is really indicative of writers and old school kind of approach to grammar and things. So like it fits me career wise, personally wise, and I think it's fun that I know the little hotkey for it.
Cool.
And also, you can't use too many of them, otherwise your stuff looks like shit. And I feel like if you let me go a little bit too long on a subject, you're gonna get pretty exhausted. Do you have thoughts? Do you have thoughts about my M dash, or was I just too good at it? Was I just too good at my job?
Yeah, no, you have educated me. I appreciate it. Alt 0151.
Yeah, good job. My favorite part about this, I don't have my keyboard with the numpad, so I can't even put it in my answer. So I got to write M dash.
Shame.
It just I needed the space on my my desk. So now that I've gone off on my weird, I'm a writer and I get paid to write isms. What's your exclamation? What's your punctuation, Connor?
I'm gonna go with backwards hyphen. I'm gonna go with backwards hyphen.
Wait, what? What's a
Wait.
backwards? How do you backwards a hyphen?
No,
Do you
not
write it
backwards hyphen. Backwards slash.
A backslash?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, I thought you were gonna be the interrobang.
I like the interrobang word more than I actually like the use of it, and I don't think I have enough intensity to carry the interrobang in actual real life. I'm going with the backslash. I'm not really sure what it's for. I think it probably comes up in coding.
Probably. I'm not
But
a coder. I do not know.
Mostly, I like the backslash because it's just as good as the slash, and I think I actually do use it when I write dates out by hand. And people have tried to correct me a couple of different times, and to me, it's just as good. It's like it represents the arbitrary. I'm going to do things my way. Don't tell me to do them your way when you don't have a good reason.
Right.
Backslash.
Okay. Yeah. I like that logic. I like that's a little funky. You don't see it every day. It's because God knows God only made one to use.
That's right. And if I was feeling a little cheeky, Evan, do you know what I would have said to you when you told me that you're an M dash?
Oh, please, what?
I would have said that you're really more of a colon because I think you're a butthole.
You proud of that one? Are you glad
No,
that's getting
not really.
broadcast now?
No, I just had to put it out there. I just,
Okay. I'm just going to let everybody sit with that one now. So, cool. I was going to say more nice shit about you and your backslash, but I'm just going to move on to another question after I have this sip of tea now. So,
yeah. Also,
cool.
Tildy Swinton. It's probably a joke in there somewhere. Famous punctuation mark celebrities, I guess.
I like saying open parenthetical words, close parenthetical in real life. I think that's fun to do in conversation. I don't know why. It's just one of those things where it's like, hey, you could be reading this right now. Oh God. Oh God, we're doing another old one, Connor. Oh God, we're doing one of the old ones. Oh, I'm actually like really excited. I love this. I love this question.
Oh, what is it?
You win Mega Millions. What is your first fun purchase?
Oh,
Yeah, because we fucking know. I'm gonna buy my house. I'm gonna pay off my student loans. I'm gonna set up my mom. We understand. That's why we said fun purchase. What are you gonna do? That's for you, man. What's your dumb? What's your desire? Rain it upon me like the money falling from your lottery winnings. Please give me all your lottery winnings. I don't want to work anymore.
fireman's pole, for sure. Smack dab right in the middle of the house, next to the stairs.
Did you know that was in Tom's old house?
No?
Yeah. Joe was the first person to use it.
Son of a gun.
Fucking cut Tom off and slid. I watched it happen. He was showing us the place and he pushed Tom out of the way, jumped and slid down the fire pole. And Tom goes, well, I was going to wait to show you guys, do that for the first time showing you guys, but now you're the first person to do that at my house. Fuck you.
Oh, it's such a douche move. And yet, it's exactly what should have happened. Like, the story that is such a gift. Like, the moment is such a gift. It's just so unadulterated, jerky thing to do. And it comes back all the way around to being like, thank you so much for being such an ass today.
And I don't normally defend Joey. I love him to death, but like usually it's his fault. I too would have assumed that Tom would not have waited to do that. I would have done that while touring the house. But that's like, it's fireman's pole in the middle of your house next to the stairs.
Yeah.
How could you not?
Really, the only question is, does that work? Or do you just go for it and find out for yourself? Do you ask first or do you just go for it?
I think you just got to go for it. Like, what is life lived without risk? And also,
No
if it's a house that you want to buy, they will have maintained it. If someone is going to like, you want a house that someone appreciates that fireman's pole in the same way that you did, or you will.
Yeah.
So
yeah, fireman's pole. That's what I'm going with. That just sounds like, man, I don't care what kind of a day you're having, but if you're think about if you're running late for something and you go down the fireman's pole, now you're not running late, you're in action. Like you're being deployed. You're not in a rush. You're off on an adventure.
Because when you're running down the steps, every tut 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 tut, that is a reminder of the distance that you need to travel, the motion that you're doing to get to your ultimate destination. Whereas the fireman's pole, you're already out of the house. Like, by the time I finish my explanation, you're done. You beat me. Like, you're having a bad day. You're like, oh man, I got off on the wrong side of the bed. Well, oh no, I'm a little bit happier now. My house is magic.
The only thing better is if you can combo it into an underground garage and a convertible.
Okay, that was actually going to be one of my questions since you've won Mega Millions. How many stories does this go?
I don't know if you can stop halfway. Like if you start on the third floor and it goes all the way down to the basement, can you like get off on the first floor, or you have to ride that thing all the way down?
I don't know. Okay, I didn't think of that. I was just thinking of like that you do go all the way down, not whether or not you could stop. because my question was how many stories can you safely slide down before your knees explode from impact?
Well, I think you slow your descent on the fireman's pole as you go down.
Man, there's so much about fireman's poles that I don't know.
I'm just not rich enough to understand the full mechanics of a fireman's pole.
This isn't something I want to research with my mind. It's something I want to research with my body.
Why aren't these more readily accessible? Why can't your everyday Joe run into a fireman's pole? Just
I don't.
I've lived on this earth for too long to not have had multiple opportunities.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the next political platform for the Democratic Party. This will rally the people. This is the message they need to get out in the world.
They'll at least get you, I'm sure.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe I do have political ambitions now. Maybe I need to be the change I want to see in the world.
Your walkout song from last podcast or whenever we talked about the politics is just a fireman's siren going off.
Nice and simple. Yeah.
Everyone thinks they're in danger. It's just you instead of like rappelling from a helicopter, just coming down on a fireman's pole.
I'm gonna say my fireman's pole needs to be at least 2 stories because I do want people on the intervening floor to just be kind of like going about their daily lives, and then occasionally they'll just be whoof, of someone traveling between floors.
That's so good. Oh, I love that. I love that very much.
All right, what's your Mega Millions? What are you throwing in here?
I've been thinking about it, and you've heard my answer before, and while I want to change it, it is still the same thing that it was before who I am right now, and it is a Dance Dance Revolution Extreme arcade cabinet.
Yes.
Like, I was thinking about jazzing it up. Like, do I get like a Stepmania X one, which, you know, I say, you know, you don't know. Of course you don't know. You're not into this stuff like I am. Jesus Christ, Evan. But it's just like, so Stepmania is open source DDR. It's how the people play it on their computers, more or less. And they have, like, you can order from them arcade cabinets. They're very rare. They sell out like immediately when they drop. They're very good, but I want it. I want that other people's sweat. I want the broken fucking arrows. I want the old gunky CRT TV in it. I want that piece of history.
Yeah.
And then I can, you know, yeah. But then I can go in and it'll be like a project because I'll have time because I have money, so I don't have to spend it making money. So I'll take my time to clean up my machine and mod it to have extra songs on it and replace the lights in the foot pads. And I'm going to be in the best goddamn shape of my life because I'm going to be a car guy, but with a Dance Dance Revolution machine. And like, don't get me wrong, of course I'm buying, you know, Extreme 2, Supernova 2, A20, A20 Golden, all the pump it ups. Like, I'm going to have an entire fucking room of these things if I win the big boy lottery. But like, I'm going to be a car guy for my DDR machine. I'm going to take special care of it. I'm going to, you know, rig it so I don't need to put in the quarters. I just get to hit play and it'll go. It's going to be awesome. I'll hang a fucking air freshener off it.
Could I make a suggestion? Instead of rigging it so you don't need quarters at all, could you rig it so that you could put in the quarter on a string that you can take back out so that you feel like you're cheating your way into a free game every time you play?
That's very fun. I thought you were going to say $1,000 bills.
No, but that I do love that. You could make Evan money with your face on it that you can distribute to people who come to visit your house.
Oh, that's real legal tender. I paid for it to happen.
Yeah, yeah. Turns out when you win a mint, you own a mint.
Yeah. So that's it. It's just it is my heart of hearts. It is what I want. Excuse me, so badly. Like, success looks different to so many people. And my success is cluttering up my house with an arcade cabinet so my partner can be like, "All right, I love you. Have fun." Nah, nah, yeah, you're my little samurai.
And when you've got the Mega Millions to do it, I mean, that's just now you've just got a DDR room. You know, you throw an extension on there if you need it. Depends, I think, on the arcade of your childhood. You could always just uh, get a like a bunker together if it's like because for me, when I think of arcades, I think of no windows,
Yep.
very isolated. You feel like you're underground, even if you aren't actually. So maybe you just have a DDR bunker in your backyard.
I just pay the people at Hampton Beach to pick up Funorama and move it to wherever I now live.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Would you, if I ever got a pump it up cabinet, would you play it with me? It's DDR with 5 arrows instead of 4.
where's the fifth arrow in the center?
Corners and center.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I mean, I absolutely would. That would. Oh, I just even thinking about it is twisting my head around. I don't know how to tell you how long it took me to get even the fundamentals of DDR together. I still remember coming to the realization.
It's my DDR mat. I love it. Yeah, sorry. You're coming to the realization about.
Yeah, I stopped because Evan held up his finger to point out in his background he has his DDR mat. Uh,
Sorry.
I still remember the realization of, oh, I don't need to just step on the arrows. I need to step on the arrows in a way that allows me to step on the next arrow also. And that was like, now I can play the game.
Yeah, no, they're because the stupid fucking tutorial videos. It was like step, step,
Yeah, and, like
step.
they always had
You
it so
don't
that
go
you
back
would
to
step
center.
back into the center, but there's no point to doing that.
That's just the animation, like drawbacks from the early aughts. Like you're a person, you could keep your foot on an arrow, and it does it opens up the game. It really is one of those like now you get to play the real game.
Hmm. Hmm.
God, I love DDR.
It's a good time. There's no question about why it was so successful.
Man, man. Bring it back. Bring it back. I can't believe we're at our last question already, but tonight has flown by. I'm just sorry. I just jazzed about DDR still.
I also for your DDR bunker or room, whatever you go with, I do want there to be a switch that turns all of them on. So when you step into the room, it's just dark and then like click, and they all come to life in front of you.
God, it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be like a sonic boom of Dance Dance Revolution.
You can rig it
Like,
so that
as
they
we're-
come on one at a time, one after the other.
Oh. I was thinking all at once. It's just like walking in. It's just like, what's these earplugs? What? You're going to need them, trust me. And then there's the lone pump it up in the corner. Very good. We're going with a bunch of oldies tonight. Hopefully they're all still goodies. But number 24 for our last question of the day, Con. Calling all artists, what would you want your local craft fair booth to be?
Oh, I'm gonna make murals.
Murals of what?
Whatever you need me to do. I show up at the booth with pictures of all of the murals that I have done. And I work mostly off of trust and I accept commissions then and there to leave at that moment. Like I go back to my car with all of my paints I close up as soon as I get one customer at the art fair. I close up and go paint a mural for them right then and there.
Okay, so you're like a caricaturist, but
Hmm.
insane.
Yeah, I'll probably sell some prints also, of
Okay.
like any good
Okay.
murals that I've done in the past. But as soon as someone's like, "Oh, I've got a mural you could paint," I just close up and I just go wherever it is that they need me to go.
Is it advertised that you do that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's
Okay.
that's my main line of business.
No, I'm just trying to grab the thread of this because I wasn't completely understanding. I was thinking of the did that guy just fuck off with my money? Like
No, no, I'm there to do the mural for them right then. This is not okay. Book me for 2 months from now. It's you want a mural, I will do it right now. Like a tattoo
okay.
artist, except buildings instead of your skin
Okay. Now do you
and
do
much
it
bigger.
yeah, do you do it like on object or is it like do you have spare pieces of wall that they then need to transport? Or
No,
do you
no,
do
I go where they tell me to go right then.
okay.
They give me an address, they give me an assignment, they give me money. I mural until I'm done.
I don't mean to be hyperbolic, Connor, but this may be one of the greatest ideas you've ever had. Like, I could see this actually being like one of the crazy, like, expensive rich people art things that people read about every now and again.
The impulse buy mural.
Yeah, no, seriously. Because, like, you're known for doing that, and it then becomes a status symbol to have a mural done by you that like and that's the thing, like they can't go through your website, like they can't have their people talk to your people. You don't have people, like
No,
they
I
need to
don't.
find you out in the wild.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not saying a lot to this. I think with the proper branding, like this is a super lucrative rich people art thing. It's not the type of art that I enjoy, but I, yeah. What kind of mural would you do for you?
For me, so I guess I got to be working out of my van, right? So I've painted a mural on the side of the van, and it is going to be a porcupine and a cactus, just hanging out, enjoying each other's company.
Which one's wearing the sunglasses?
They're both wearing sunglasses.
Correct
As well, and
answer.
so is the sun.
Ah, oh, yes, very good. Hyper realistic, stylized. What's your flavor? Whatever people need. Like I no, I feel
Oh,
like you have to have a type of art style.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a specific art style. I think it's going to be on the cartoony side with like elements of hyperrealism in ways that feel like maybe a little bit uncomfortable.
Like like um like kind of like fuck. All I can say is cartoons, but like you know what I'm saying? Like the shit on Nickelodeon where it's like, oh, adorable, and then they zoom in and it's the most haggard old face you've ever seen.
Yeah, they used to do that with Misadventures of Flapjack a lot, I
Yes,
think.
thank you. Yep.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Oh god, I like it. Yes. I would commission you to I don't remember. I don't know if it was called this in Zillia, but Elise and T-Pose's Mystic Art, where they spin around in the little like void and then shoot the laser beam.
Hmm.
I would commission you to do them while they're spinning around and all the energy is doing the whirlwind around them.
Yeah, and Elise would get very cartoony anime style depiction, and Tipo, of course, would be half nightmare.
Yeah. And Elise would be wearing sunglasses.
Absolutely.
I love
Absolutely.
it. I love it. Very good. God, I love your answer. I love your answer a lot. I don't even care to talk about mine because I love yours so much.
Well, I would care to talk about yours. What's your answer?
Right now it is going to be I know it's a hot topic, but I'm going to do crocheted objects from video games that other people don't do. Because like, you know, people tend to go for like the kind of cutesy homey stuff. You think they probably do like Navis or like, you know, Pokemon characters or whatever.
Totally.
No, I'm going to do the Seru from Legend of Legaia. I'm going to do Chime from Curse Crackers, For Whom the Bell Toils. I'm going to do the fucking piano from Mario 64. Like I want to do
crochet.
I want to do weird shit that like cuz when I go online and search for shit, yeah, they're doing the stuff that sells. They're doing the fucking popular games, the gotcha stuff. Like, no, I want my weird shit. I want my video game that I fucking played and maybe 14 other people. But like we're super attached to it. Like that type of stuff crocheted. Because I still like cute small things. But I also want them to be hyper. I want a fucking gobbo from Croc and the Legend of the Gobbos. Actually, is anyone doing that?
Croc. Oh no, now you have a real physical need for this thing in real life.
Oh, someone crocheted Croc. Oh, it's really cute. Oh shit, but that's the thing. They did Croc, but they didn't do the gobbo. They didn't do the gobbo.
So are you working, it sounds like you're not working on commission. You're making the hyper-specific niche bits that you want to put out into the world.
Yep.
And so if other people want them, that's okay. But mostly you're in it for you. You're there to fill all of the gaps between the popular crocheted characters and objects.
I mean, not currently, but I have plans to learn how to crochet so I can make Chime from Curse Crackers, For Whom the Bell Toils. Because that matters to me, and Chime's fucking adorable, and Leah doesn't do amigurumi because it's too stressful for her, so I gotta pick it up. Chime. And I will do it.
I gotta look up this Chime from For Whom the Bell Toils.
I have recommended this game on the podcast before. I will recommend it again. It is a 2D side-scrolling platformer a la style and feel of the Game Boy Advanced. You play as Belle. She is a circus performer type who is off to save, I think, the man she was on a date with, and she's got a little buddy named Chime that she can throw around. It's fucking awesome. The momentum feels great. The graphics are gorgeous. The music's really fun. It is a good time all around. Cannot recommend it highly enough.
Chime would look great in crochet.
That's why I want to do it, but I don't know how to crochet yet. So one of these days, put it on the list of things that I will do with my life eventually.
Yeah, and hey, man, this is why we learn things, to satisfy our needs.
Like, think of all the Pokemon that don't get crocheted.
Does Wingull get enough love? I don't know that Wingull to be a particularly well appreciated Pokemon.
Oh, there's some cute Wingull crochets.
Okay.
What about Primeape? Right. I know you're a big fan of Primeape.
I do like a Primeape.
Oh man, that's really fucking cute. Okay, maybe all of the Pokemon are getting crocheted.
Okay, maybe the Pokemon do get crocheted.
Okay. Yeah.
But if there are any that don't, and you want them to be, you'll fill that role.
Someday, God willing. Oh,
Would
man.
you refuse to crochet something if you can find it already? Like if in the time it takes you to learn how to crochet, if someone does make chime, would you then say, I can't do that, it's already been done? You're like the non-derivative video game crochet.
I don't know. I don't know. For me, I would probably still just do whatever I wanted. Like if I really wanted me to make the chime, I would make the chime. But like, I feel like who I am right now, if a chime came out while I was learning, I would just buy the chime. I'd then transfer those skills to something else. That being said, if a person, like if I were under contract, I would probably do it with a person. But I don't see someone being like, hey, I like what weird fucking video games. I like your white cherry from Dot Hack. Can you make me I don't know, fucking a Goomba? Like, no. You can get Goombas everywhere. Like, my style is not good. Like, if they give me a good reason about how my style is different and whatnot, maybe. But I don't see myself doing that. Like, I see myself being like, well, I'll make you a Mandragora from Dot Hack.
What if they wanted specifically Goombella from Paper Mario?
I'm sure that Goombella has been crocheted.
I guess I haven't dipped into the world of video games.
She's fucking adorable.
She is adorable.
I met a lot of cool crochet people at Gone Broke and whatnot. So like, crafts are really popular, man. I think it's less the crochet and more the like niche interest. You know.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think probably this isn't starting off with a business plan of I'm gonna make the things that don't sell. I don't know if that's gonna meet commercial success, but as far as personal fulfillment goes, I think you're spot on.
Sometimes you gotta do art for you and not for others.
That's where the truth.
Yeah. And what you've come to is the end of our podcast. You didn't need to listen this far, but you did, and we appreciate it.
Sure do.
If you want to help out your favorite God of VOD and his humble host, you can rate us 5 stars on your podcast platform of choice. You can tell your friends about us. You can ask weird questions out in public. You can support us with social media. You got options, man. But if you want to specifically get in touch with us, you can shoot us an email at
lemonanswers@gmail.com.
That is lemonanswers@gmail.com for any questions, comments, answers to questions, general musings, positivity. And for the weird question, what's that?
Good limericks.
Yeah, I want to be a verse. And if you want to get in on the Weird Question Wednesday fun or see any of the other dumb videos that we post, they are very funny, if I do say so myself. You can find our social medias at...
The answer is a lemon.
The answer is a lemon. Thank you for your time, guys. Love you. Bye.
Adios.